Hello everybody, welcome to my video presentation. My name is Jake Thompson and this is Step Up Part 1 for ITT-310 at Grand Canyon University. Alright, as you can see here, I have chosen for my final project to be a tip calculator. I did not choose this for its simplicity, although it is a very simple program. When you see most tip calculators, you usually see something that says enter your bill, enter the percentage you want to tip, and it gives you the breakdown right then and there of the tip amount and the total bill. Now, of course, there is some element of that in my tip calculator. But since I have worked in the service industry for over 8 years now, I have essentially lived off of tips, people's tips. So I wanted to improve upon this. I wanted it to be intuitive. I didn't want it to just be type in a percentage and it gives you a recommended tip. I wanted this to be more applicable and more fair for everybody involved. Because tip culture can be confusing for some people, especially if they're not from here, or if you maybe don't go out often, or whatever the case is. I wanted to add the feature of rating your service, and with rating your service, it then gives you the recommended tip based on what you selected for the service provided. Anyway, enough chat. Let's see how it works. As you can see, run the program. We're going to keep it a nice round number just for the demo's sake. We're going to say the bill is $100. All right, now it asks you to rate your service. We have 3 options here: okay, good, and excellent. This is not permanent right here. I realize it's not the most intuitive way to rate service, especially when you have to provide user input of an O, a G, or an E. This may later turn into a 1 through 5 rating system. Anyway, for now it's an O, G, or an E, standing for okay, good, or excellent. I included the percentages that these ratings are tied to. That's also not a permanent thing. I'm not sure if I want that to be provided to the customer, because I would rather them go off of what they are rating instead of seeing a number and just picking it for that number's sake. Anyway, on with the demo. Let's say you got excellent service today. We're going to go ahead and put in an E for excellent. It recommends a $25 tip and tells you the total bill, followed by a closing statement, or if you prefer, a thank you message. Okay, now something that I have recently added to my tip calculator is a security measure. Like I said earlier, I know that this is not exactly the most intuitive system right here. There are going to be typos when people are choosing or rating their service. So let's say they accidentally hit P instead of O. Instead of it crashing my program, I decided to I decided to make a loop that essentially makes you stuck in this area of the code, this area. You can see all the breaks here and everything. Also, I made it not matter if you do capital or lowercase. But I made it a loop. You are going to be stuck in this until you provide an O, a G, or an E. That way, the program isn't crashing every time there's a typo. Anyway, the P didn't work. Let's try a number. Still didn't work. It just throws you back into a loop until you finally pick a correct input. All right, what did we do last time? We did excellent last time. I'm going to go ahead and rate it good this time, just to show that they all actually do something different. Okay, so with good service, tip amount is $20 instead of the 25. Total bill is $120. I will run this one more time for you guys just to show that the OK rating also does something different. Okay, and there you go. $15 tip amount recommended, and the total bill would be $115. Now, let's talk about future prototypes or future changes in the next prototypes. I've already talked about changing the rating system. I think that would be better to have maybe a 1 through 5 instead of the OGE. It just seems a little finicky that you have to type in a letter. It's not very user friendly in that area. I think it would be better if you were rating it on a 1 through 5 scale, 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest. So that may change in future iterations. And I'm not sure why I didn't think about this earlier, but I should make another loop that, like the same thing I did for the rating the service, I want to do for the please enter your bill amount. Because anywhere there's going to be user input on a program, there may be typos or human error, just bad inputs. And I don't want any crashing, so I think I should have a loop system for the first part as well that just says, if you like enter a letter instead of your bill amount, if you mess up typing that in, instead of crashing, it'll just say invalid input, please enter your bill amount. And you'll just be stuck in that until you enter a correct input. Then it'll go to the next loop. So there's just some security stuff that I would like to add and maybe change the rating system. Other than that, I am very happy with how this is going. It's a very simple program. Anyway, thank you for watching my presentation, and I look forward to showing you the improvements that are yet to come.